Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Scavenger, and we are playing more Fog of War today. Without further ado, here's Fog of War.
All right. For today's class, I will be giving you a scenario. I want you all to use your noggins and tell me what is killing a patient. Don't worry, I expect little of all of you. Patient is admitted, was hiking and comes in complaining of leg pain. First step,
Make a history. Ask for any known allergies.
you would almost be correct if you were just a little less stupid.
What?
She and Sokolov really like to butt heads. Sokolov doesn't hold back. Maybe I should jump in? Maybe I shouldn't put a target on my back. Professor, we're students, first years at that. You can't berate us for being engaged.
You're adults, you're not here to be coddled. Let's all white knight for the pretty girl, shall we? Now the patient is dead. You can't ask that patient's questions. If you do ask them and hear an answer, well, let's get you to the psych ward.
How could we do anything if we don't have time to react?
You could have looked at the leg. If you did, you would have noticed he was bitten.
So we know he's bitten. How would we know what had bitten him?
So glad you asked. It's your job to be familiar with your local hazards, venomous bugs, reptiles, and predators included. Also, always good to know who the good-for-nothing Vexins are. Also a hazard around these parts. They will bleed your bank account dry, gentlemen. Those precious minutes you could waste trying to moogle it could mean life or death for the patient.
What if there are multiple possibilities? How would you know what antivenom to use if the patient has no idea?
Educated guess might be your only option. The patient will die regardless if you do nothing at all. Luckily, here in California, most of the venomous snake population are rattlers that share the same antivenom.
Would we not need permission to do it? We can't be administering treatments willy-nilly.
This is a problem with medicine. We ask people who have no medical knowledge for permission to give them life-saving treatments, not to mention one where time is of the essence. So the real question is, do you have what it takes to actually practice medicine, or are you just some lackey for the board? Don't even get me started on those naturopaths.
We have protocols for a reason.
Bullshit. The world is not black and white. There is no one-size-fits-all approach. Reed, if your command asks you to abandon a teammate when you know you could save him, what would you do?
I'd save him. Command doesn't always know what's best. I'd take the punishment, whatever it might be. I'd never sleep well knowing that I left a man behind that I could save.
That is how great minds think. It's not inhibited by limiting factors. It can discern that the guidelines given need to be broken sometimes. Thinking for yourself is key.
What makes you the one who has a right to make decisions above anyone else? You don't get to play God.
On the contrary, you're right there with all the context of the situation. If you have your own autonomy, you can break the guidelines when needed and save more lives. These guidelines are about saving money from lawsuits more than anything. I want you all to think about that. When else you'll receive in your email, I want you to read them and consider how rigid protocols may have killed the patient.
This class gets more and more interesting every time. Saying how Sokolov will trash the medical institution never gets old.
Maybe the man really wants to lose his medical license in a blaze of glory. A final fuck you to the system that held him back. He does seem to believe in his rhetoric.
There is a lot you can learn from him. Maybe not so much his ethics. You kind of look like shit. You feeling okay?
Oh, you never sugarcoat anything, huh? Not a real casual way to say this, but my place burned down last night.
What? How? Jesus Christ, man. If I were you, I'd be in stitches. You're just here in class like nothing ever happened?
I mean, I don't have any control over it. I don't need to stress about falling behind on top of it. I'm just gonna roll with it and try to figure it out on the fly.
Man. Where are you staying?
I crashed at a friend's place last night. Might grab a hotel tonight. I don't want to impose much further. Probably should have done that from the start.
You're such a hard-headed lunk. I've got a place I'm not staying at. I'll take you there tonight. You could stay there. You can even buy the place if you like.
Wow, thanks,
But don't make it weird. See you tonight.
He's playing hard to get.
Are you sure he's just not interested?
That's entirely possible.
Ladies, you don't set nudes and then play disinterested with no interest.
Oh, look. Hey, Reed.
Reed, this is a friend, Mike.
Hey, girls. Hey, Mike.
Ah, I've heard good things about you. Nice to meet you, and thanks for your service.
Likewise.
Maybe you can help Mike here with his boy problems.
I'm not sure I'm best qualified for that.
Well, do you think those that play dating games are worth the time?
If they're playing games now, they'll play games later. So if it's more than a fling, they're likely to keep playing little games.
Makes sense.
Teasing and playing games is good fun, but if those games are playing with your emotions, it feels like underhanded manipulation.
Yeah, I wouldn't be interested in anything like that. It can't be healthy. I prefer a more straightforward approach.
It could work if it's a dom and sub relationship.
Nothing's ever black and white. You should always consider it could be a defense mechanism. He may have a hard time showing complete interest due to his own insecurities.
This is a lot to think about. Thanks, guys.
Are you doing okay, Reed?
You got a place to stay?
Lydia says she has a place I can stay till things get sorted out.
That girl is actually Superwoman. Still hard to believe your place burned down.
Really? Dude, that is rotten luck.
But lucky to have made some new good friends.
If you need anything at all, dude, let me know.
Thanks, guys.
Don't forget we planned to head to Meat Sweat's Burgers tonight. To eat some fucking meat. If you're still up for it, that is.
I don't forget, remember? I'm still down to go. I have to run, though. You guys take care. I'll see you tonight, Kendra. Hey, that's Clara. Hey there, Clara.
Oh, hey, Reed.
Yeah, small world running into you here.
I usually go for a walk before I start studying. Gives me a clear head. Thanks for backing me up, by the way.
Hey, no problem. We can't let Sokolov run his mouth all the time.
His ego and arrogance are the trade-off to gain his knowledge.
It seems like he really has a reputation.
He's a legend for all the wrong and right reasons. I came to Richard Winters specifically for his tutelage. Do not tell him.
Your secret's safe with me.
He will respect you if you stand your ground and challenge him. So, as much as I appreciate what you tried to do, next time let me fend for myself. Of course, you need to be correct in your assertions. His biggest flaw is his inability to be empathetic. It's all about the diagnosis.
I'm surprised he remained employed for as long as he did.
Arrogance is a slow killer. Before you know it, you're alone and miserable. which is why I'll be a better doctor than Sokolov ever was. I'll have his knowledge and the ability to actually care for my patients' well-being.
Keep that focus and you will.
It was nice chatting. I better get to studying. See you around, Reed.
RW has no shortage of interesting people. Scarlet. Should be interesting.
Does Samuel Jackson like anime? Yes, I do. Hentai too. Have an idea. Get naked. What did you say? If it works, it works. On my wiener. No, you did though. You did though. Remember? Scav, what do you have me making, man? Oh, Scav.